7th bell, and this is my 5th bear fence put up. I didn't set this yard up to suit a bear fence, so it's not as practical. Run a little bit more wire. Whatever, it's done now. I just need to get a fencer. So I'm buying some fencers on sale for $350. And they send enough of a zap to turn the air blue when I touch it. The fence, the wire costs a little bit because it's 17 gauge aluminum, a little bit softer. I just wanted the convenience of that. So let's say $50 there, and then the insulators, whatever, $20 or $30. So let's say maybe $450 for this fence. That is worth 1 colony. So how many colonies have I lost so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So there's 6 fences. So if I would have had the fences up, I would have been even Steven. But I have 1 yard still within roaming territory, 2, 3. So I think I'm going to put those 3 up just for peace of mind. I haven't seen any bear damage there yet. I need to get a fencer for this yard. I haven't seen any bear damage here yet, but the bastard will be through. Sure enough. Woe is me. Woe is me. Look at this. I haven't seen this. When's the last time I seen chalk brood? Look at the chalk brood there. Colonies are cleaning it out. I haven't seen chalk brood since I started raising my own queens. And for whatever reason, not even last year, I didn't see chalk brood in my colonies last year, just in the archives. But I'm seeing chalk brood within my entire apiary this year. So that was just the bad one there, just a little bit there. This takes the edge off the colonies. What a spring. Something hit my hives pretty hard. Chalk brood's a symptom of stress. We're going through and, well, we're faulting the queens on chalk brood. It's not necessarily the queen's fault this time around because something, this screw is going on here. But we're faulting the queen anyways for the most part, unless she's showing recovery. And we're taking out at least 1/3 to 1/2 of the queens within my apiary. My train of thought here is I have to act. I can't leave a poor doing queen lingering within the apiary because it's just going to linger all the way through the honey flow. It's going to die anyways in the fall or through the winter. So I might as well put the investment into it now when I have a mass of bees. Flip that queen over, get that colony reignited, maybe even make some honey on them, but at least they'll be ready in the fall to set up for winter and get me into next spring. So it's a pretty straightforward strategy. And that's what we're employing. It requires a little bit of investment. What day is it? Oh, the feeling. This is not a bad thing. Run off my feet. That means the bees are in recovery mode. Everything is growing finally. And we are just starting to not be able to keep up to them. Got a world of work ahead of us right now. I just keep lining more work up in front of me. It's a good thing I hire some of this work out. This sweet feeling of sleep. Just out to move another load of packages into the summer yard. Package bees are looking decent. I should have bought them a month ago, and they'd be a little bit more developed. But I didn't quite think I had a problem at the time, so I didn't order them. At any rate, that's just the way it goes. I've been debating for the last 2 days whether or not to show this next clip. It's a little bit intimidating, but I think I'm going to show it just because I work with Andrew Munn in regards to supplemental feeding, and we're just trying to provide the nutrients these bees need to be able to maintain a healthy honeybee. I mean, it's an honest objective. Does it work? Does it not work? I figure I see response. The impact to me is there in our attempt to trigger natural immunity. So just take this next clip with a grain of salt. The data has not been concluded yet, so I don't have the final numbers. So this is purely observation, and I'll bring numbers to see if it can back it up or not. Ending off the day, worked through half this yard. Windy as heck today, but this is kind of a calmest yard, so they're getting grumpy. So we finished off this half and half of this half. We should have just finished the damn yard. 2, 4, 6, 8 more hives to do. We'll do it tomorrow morning. I'm tired. While I'm in this yard, I'll just give you a little sneak peek on the trial that's going on here. It hasn't been completed yet. I'm going to come back tomorrow and take samples, get an nosema and all the virus analysis done on them. I have a starting point, and this will then be my ending point. So the control is just a regular patty and regular syrup. And this is his antiviral, which is the patty with my rocket fuel in it. Not my rocket fuel, Andrew's rocket fuel. And the syrup with his antiviral, whatever the hell that is. This one is the control. This is just a little farmer experiment, so I mean, gotta take this all with a grain of salt. This is his antiviral. Control. And his antiviral. I think what I'm going to do is quickly take samples from these trial colonies. And once I take that sample, the proof of concept trial will be done. This is 32, this is my control. Not a lot of bees. Going through a hatch, obviously, lots of young bees walking around. Pretty hard done by nest here. Packing in the pollen there. This colony is going to need a boost. Two frame brood boost. fresh queen. This is a colony that has received the antiviral. This little patch of brood. So what I'm doing is I'm counting 3 frames of brood. And then anything over 3 frames I'm taking. And that's what I'm using to boost these struggling colonies. Very nice. Lots of brood, pollen, nectar, honey, everything you need on this frame. This is a good donation frame. Although it's stretched out a little bit, well, not so much. I don't like donating the ones that stretch right to the corners because that brood's hard to maintain in a small colony. Candidate to be given to another unit. Littered with pollen, just looks beautiful. Count that about half of a frame for what do we have? 2.5 frames now, so we're at just about at the threshold. I think I probably will need to take another frame. I'll need it anyway somewhere else. Just got to find her now. It's a good donation frame. Lots of resource, bunch of young bees, nectar, pollen, old mature brood about to emerge. So this one's giving 2. And then I'll probably take a shake of bees from them too. In a typical year, I'd have a box on top of these. A typical year, I'd be pulling splits right now. They'd be much bigger. But in a typical year, I see a colony like this, an automatic box on top, get onto the next unit, but that's just not in the cards this year. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling them back just a little bit more and using that to boost the smaller ones to bring them up. So I'm pulling these out just to hold them in the single, so the next time around we come and hopefully we're scrambling. Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple shakes of bees from this unit, if I can find her. I think a rain cloud's moving in, so it's gonna be harder to find her majesty. Oh, there she is. Pow, right there. Doing a great job. So I'm gonna shake this. So I've harvested 2 frames of brood from this unit. And boy, I don't want to get too carried away here. Give him an empty. Okay, we'll go into another control. Ooh. Oh, just hardly any bees. Lots of pollen in there. Got some honey. Just a terrible nest. This is hardly worth boosting. Well, let me go further. Goodness. Okay, this is 48. And this is one of the treatment colonies. Looks a little healthier. A mass of bees. There she is, right off the mark. Someone there, lots of pollen. 2. Seeing a little bit of chalk brood on the bottom. Two and a half to 3, let's say 2.5, and then this one will be 3 here. It's a bit on there. There's a chalk brood. 3.5. I think I'm just going to keep these guys, fold them tight. Here's my queen. Two more. This is a control. Whoa, there she is. Boom. She's gonna get lost pretty quick being by herself. Try to make this swift. Lots of pollen, mature brood emerging, some chalk brood. Not much going on. Take this right now so I don't forget. Got some emergence going on there. Not a lot of bees in here. She's laying all over the place. God, I don't want to spend money on this colony either. So I think what I'll do is I'll keep her going. It'll give them a boost and I'll just check back to make sure that they have what I need to build to maintain a colony, so I don't spend a lot of money on this. There's a frame of brood. It's lacking bees. There's a patch of brood. Another spotty there, pulling all through it. This frame's emerging. She's following up with eggs. She could be anywhere. I don't think I will be able to pull from this colony either. Spotty. There she is. This is emerging. She has that full of brood. Not going to pull it from this colony. They're not quite big enough. Borderline whether or not to knock her off. I think I'll leave her going. So there I go. Send these off to the lab and let the numbers speak for themselves.